Bonjour, bonsoir, bon matin. Si vous jouez à Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, vous aurez remarqué qu'il y a un événement qui s'appelle Synchro Link qui est apparu récemment. Cet événement a une petite particularité, c'est que donc vous ne pouvez jouer que des synchros et des links. Mon deck n'a pas de synchro ni de link. Il y a des cartes génériques pour faire genre, mais c'est faux. C'est un mensonge. C'est un mensonge. So this is my deck, and if you've played Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently, you might have noticed that people are playing very specific Link and Synchro decks. And well, um I have this stalling, burning deck with some very peculiar cards in it, like Legit Main. Most people wouldn't play that. So, without further ado, and with my deck list that it has been shown now, um, I will just match history. So, as one could notice, my wins are a bit peculiar. Either I win really fast, which is my opponent's surrendering, basically. Um, but something else happened. something, something weird. Something not usual. So my opponent played a deck that was mainly about gaining life points and more life points and more life points and uh, more life points related effects. And he had a card which is this one that lets him send one plant monster from his graveyard, second effect, into his deck and gain 500 life points. It's not much, you could say, but it's enough to stall for dozens and dozens of turns. So let's play the replay really quick. I hope I can have options to make it faster. I think it has one. Yes. So we're toggling that. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. I mean, 57 turns. Think about it. Like, it's this video has already been there for 3 minutes, and this battle is going to take a while, really a while. So I'm not going to comment everything that's happening. I might stop the video here and there to just talk about some plays, but that's about it. So my opponent plays a deck that is very raw. I've never seen it. That's the first time I've seen an aroma deck. And I find it funny because I'm playing a stalling burning deck. He's playing a stalling healing deck. So my goal is to kill him as slow as possible, but at the same time, he's trying to heal as much as possible. Um, and we are both playing cards that never see usually. Most people in this game mode are playing Baron de Fleur, which is not a fun card at all. It just stops your opponent from playing, and that's it. And it's very easy to summon, all things considered. So there's some negations going here and there. Um, and well, I stole my opponent for quite some time. His first turn is really long, but that's just going to be the first turns. So both his Synchro and with on that move, um, maybe I can still let it play. On that move, we see that I managed to get this absolutely terrible card out of the field, and I was really happy. Little did I know that he managed to put it back on the field multiple times. Multiple times. And so, the worst effect here is that if he gains life points by any means, he can target one of my cards and destroy it. It's obnoxious. It's really obnoxious. So on multiple turns here, I managed to cancel his drawing effects and to stall a lot. That's about what happened. Drawing card, another Ash Blossom. Perfect, you could say. Dum, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. We continue. I cancel his drawing effects one more time. He's willingly taking damages. And by that point, I just like let us go back. Um I want just to count really fast. So he pays 1000 life points. Okay. So that's 1000 life points paid. Then I need OBS to be on the other side. Here we go. Uh then he gets damage here, 500, 1000 again. So that's 200. Okay. Then he lost one of the 1000 life points. Oh, I clicked out. Well, so it was, I believe. No. 1500, 1500. So that's becoming 5000. And if we continue to scroll down, we have another 2800. So that's seven, it, 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 okay, this much, and another 100,000. So that's 8 into here. So that's the amount of damage my opponent has taken so far. It's kind of crazy, all things considered. Like, they've already taken that many damages. Another 1000. It's ridiculous. It's really, really ridiculous. And it's only going to go up. Bear in mind, it's only going to go up. I believe there was a 500 that I missed. No, it's fine. Okay, that was 500. How many turns? 20. We are here. We are going to be there for a while. So bear in mind, this game took me something along um yeah, more like it. Something along so it took me almost half an hour to play through this whole game, which was quite a lot, all things considered. So at this point, I don't really have any more cards to play, so I just let my opponents do whatever they want to do. Don't really have anything to do. I've got traps ready on the field, and you might ask yourself, why isn't he playing more cards? Like, I could have put that magic cylinder on the field just in case. Problem is, you never know when your opponent is going to play a card that will make them able to um that will make them able to destroy your cards. So you have to be very careful about this kind of sudden board clear, board wipes. So keeping cards in your hands allows you for quite the returnment of situations. You've seen a Raigeki going down. Was it another 500? Yeah, that was another 5. So this becomes a 1, this becomes a 4. And it's kind of crazy. Like, I'm with the amount of damages that player took, they, they are almost killed twice right now. Almost. No, at this point in the game, I'm going to play pause, but turn 34, they should have been dead twice. Once, twice. It's crazy. I mean, usually it does not even matter because you just take so much damage at once that having such small healing effect would have not mattered in any case. Like, I feel like some of his trap cards were really useless in a sense. So, yeah. That's a turn where he heals a lot, but that's not unusual. That's another 500. Oh, no, that's 1100. So that's a 7/7. Right, sir. Perfect. And play. I'd wish we could jump between turns, but that's not really available. As you can see, I've drawn card destruction by that point, and I was really betting everything on it. Unfortunately, right now, he had yet to play any Ash Blossom, and I was really not expecting him to have any. So I unfortunately played the card like, is it the turn I play it? So I play Time Tearing, just in case to be able to draw more cards later on. And something terrible happened. I realized that like he does not have any Ash Blossom in his graveyard, right? So I'm like, okay, maybe he doesn't play the card at all. So why not trying to play card destruction? Like, it should be okay. It's turn 39. I had my fun. It's cool and all. Card destruction, like, let's try it. And boom, Ash Blossomed. It's at this point that the duel became way harder. Like, do I continue to count damages? I should. I should. I mean, I've started to, so I should. So by that point, I have only 26 cards left in my deck. I have 10,000 life points. It's enormous, but 10,000 is not much considering my opponent can just special summon monsters and suddenly inflict me 8,000, 9,000 points of damages, right? So it's a matter of trying to figure out how and when I should use my cards by now. Because he used Ash Blossom once, and he can put back only plant monsters in his deck. So Ash Blossom being a zombie, it's not a matter anymore. It's not a matter. It shouldn't be a matter. It shouldn't be a problem. Right. And that's when you realize, okay, that guy might have one Ash Blossom, because he got it from the packs like everyone else, unlike from the special packs in the shop. And so, as I've shown you at the start of this video, I got another card that can force my opponent to discard cards massively, which is, oh, another 1,000, which is Morphing Jaw. So by that point, the only thing I have to do is find Morphing Jaw, draw it, and activate it. So I have to have Morphing Jaw for wall turn, be sure that he has less than 5 cards in his deck, so that the effect of Blessed Winds does not save him, and that my opponent doesn't target the face down Morphing Jaw with his Aromaseraphy Sweet Marjoram. This was a mouthful to say, but we got through. Um, so yes, that's a lot of different stuff having to be done at the same time. Lots of baits, mostly. Um, and I'm against someone who I'm having them draw so many cards. Like, who the hell do I manage to force someone like that into a corner, considering my deck is not that special, right? So he even manages to destroy some of my best cards, like my Drawing Mirror Force was... He could have targeted any of the traps, but he got this one. Kind of sad. All things considered, it kind of sad. But he plays a card. Too bad for him. Oh. And right now as well, I have already used 2 of my where are they? Are they? Yeah, I've already used 2 of my lava golems. So one of my best disruptive card is not even does not even have that high probability to be used anymore. So on 17 cards, I only have 1 lava golem. I only have 1 lava golem left. 1,600 life points. It's really a meager number. It's really small. Really small. Yeah. Yep. And he just earns so much life points every turn. It's kind of it's too much. It's just too much. We've almost killed him for the 3rd time. And another 2,000. So 500. And I managed to banish one of his high hitting card, which I was kind of happy at the time. But it's not enough. And well, because I've played... You might be wondering why do I play Ash Blossom as a defensive card at this point. One, because I have virtually no way to prevent any attack. And I have Time Tearing Morganite activated, so that means I cannot play monster cards from my hand anymore at this point of the game. So Ash Blossom has no more use. Like Time Tearing, we've seen it. Time Tearing, just right there. So I activate my Wave Motion Cannon, thinking that, hey, it's a good bait. It's not going to kill. Why? Because I've got 11 cards in my deck and he has more 1,000 of life points that I have cards in my deck. So I kind of, at this point, I cannot win with wave motion cannon. So the blast, the burning effect, will never be able to deal enough damages to defeat my opponent. And at the same time, most of my heavy hitting cards, the Gravediggers, Trap Holes, I've got 2, 3, all of the grave digging cards have been used. So I most of my lava golems are off, my grave diggers are off. I don't have many cards anymore that can do anything. So it's really terrible. It destroys one of my defensive cards, and 500. Okay, so this is a turn that was kind of special because I have to put both of my drawing mirror forces on the field, as he manages to get his monster back up with his trap card. So I have to put both of them, since he has an effect that will surely go on to destroy one of my face down cards. But he can only activate it once per turn. So I'm sure to get one. And because it does not destroy the monsters, so he won't be able to resurrect it from Blessed Wind's effect. 500. I get to have some time back. 2 turns left. 2 turns left only. We got Morphing Jaw, finally. So we got, he has only 3 cards in his deck, and this effect that keeps shuffling cards, but at most he will have 4 cards. Meaning, so he manages to summon back another card, whatever. Really whatever, like, continue to banish cards from my graveyard, like, as we care. And I put a time-turing Morganite face down on the field. That means that he might believe that this card is another trap card, and that my face down monster is another, well, some wasteful card that doesn't have really much weight against him, like this blast field, for example. Like, who cares if he loses 2000 life points? He got 15 left. Everything's okay. Does not target the Morphing Jaw for now. He manages to summon a Laurel card, which means he can Synchro summon back the Marjoram. And at this point, it's a gamble. He earns life points, so he can chain into selecting a card to destroy. And instead of picking my monster, he picks the time-turing Morganite. Well, you know, if you watch this video from the start, it ends at 57 turns. 57 turns. And without further ado, main phase 1. Usage rate 0.0.69. Nice. And with all its teeth shining like gold, Morphing Jaw gives me the win. Easy as that. Aren't you entertained? It's so easy. Well, I say easy, but that guy was still a diamond, where I'm, well, whatever. So, a fun game. Relatively a fun game. And I'm just going to show back my deck list. Not that it makes any sense, but it's cool. It's really cool. one of cards wins the game. Thank you very much for having listened to this video to the end, and see you next time. Bye bye. Bye.